Jackall rolls out a brand new size of Rerange. Grow-to-Side releases a new size of G-Flag, and the largest Megabass new product drop I think we've ever had happens today. Plus, it's Labor Day, so 20% off store-wide. This is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle. Welcome back, my friends. I am Ben with the Hookup Tackle, the Tackle Otaku on Instagram, being joined this beautiful Labor Day weekend, Sunday morning, by my buddy David and my other buddy Orion.
Oh yeah.
Cheers to you. David, you off to a good weekend?
Heck yeah.
Mine's about to get exponentially better. Bro, you just took a sip before cheersing? Okay.
Cheers.
I'm going to let it slide.
Thank you. Thank you.
My other alternative is Jeff that wouldn't have done anything. So, cheers. I hope that first one was good, but I hope the second one's better. Cheers, my friends. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are off to an amazing weekend. Getting better sip by sip.
Oh yeah. Dude, I was thirsty.
This is helping. It's still 100 plus where we are. I know a lot of you guys are transitioning to fall already. We got a couple more months of summer over here, so, you know, don't mind us. Welcome, by the way, if you're new here, this is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle. We're going to talk about some really dope new stuff, probably one of the largest Megabass drops that I've seen in a very, very long time for new products, so super excited to start diving in. We got a couple of restocks, and then we're also running our annual Labor Day sale. 20% off store-wide. We started a few days ago. It will go through, I think, the middle of this week, if I'm not mistaken. But it's 20% off most brands. Normal brand exclusions always apply on our store-wide sales. So, you know, won't apply to Megabass or Shimano or Daiwa or gift cards, etc. But the rest of the store is fair game. And we'll jump to the sale, and I'll highlight a few things that I think you guys should pay attention to while you can scoop them up for 20%. But for now, I want to jump straight into the new product drops from Megabass and start diving through and let you guys know what it is, what to expect from it, so you guys can scoop it up while I have inventory on it. So let's jump to that. But first, one more sip to start my morning. All right, let's go. All right, guys, let's start right here with a brand new Karashi spinner. Now, I'm going to start here because you all know that the Karashi, probably the hottest little finesse bait that we've ever had, and really one of the hottest baits going, period. This is the brand new version of Karashi, the Karashi spinner. Now I'm going to open this up, spec it out for you, let you know what this does. It's 70 millimeters, 6 grams. It is a sinking bait, so similar to the Karashi. It is designed as a surface to kind of 1 meter style bait. Okay, so it's designed to be worked at the top down to a couple feet. So the difference here that you're going to have between the regular or original Karashi, we'll call it, and the Karashi spinner, a couple of things. The original Karashi is more of a walking bait, right? So you're going to cast it, you're going to twitch it, and it's going to kind of walk subsurface and at the surface. The Karashi spinner is more of either a straight retrieve or a light twitch style bait, and we'll talk about the movements that you should expect out of this. Now, you'll notice the front of the head has a little bit different keel design. The design of that is to kind of push water kind of up. So it's going to control the depth of this bait that allows this spinner back here to spin. On a straight retrieve, you're going to have just a very slight little shimmy. Let me not hook myself. A slight little shimmy that's going to be kind of a finesse, almost eye motion-esque type movement. You can twitch it, and on the twitch, it will have very subtle little movements to it. But the neatest thing with this is if you need a bait that really moves side to side, get the regular Karashi, right? But where this is really going to shine is they built this prop to be able to continue to spin subsurface and on the surface. Okay, so you could throw this out, it'll start sinking, and it has a shimmy fall on the sink, and you could start the straight retrieve, and you can give it little pops, and it will pop to the surface, and it will plop, just like, you know, a traditional top water floating prop bait, and it will kind of spit and then it will go subsurface and continue to spin back to the surface, subsurface, or you can just retrieve it straight right on the surface, almost like a super finesse little prop bait. So lots of cool things that you can do with this thing. I think it's going to implement perfectly into the Karashi world. Just gives you a slightly longer version, about the same weight, just a little bit heavier, but very, very similar style bait, and you're gonna fish it the same way, okay? So I'm gonna walk through these colors with you. Most of these are colors you guys are gonna be familiar with, but we have Bone Bory Pro Blue in my hands, otherwise known as Matte Shad to normal people, but Bone Bory Pro Blue. You have a Fine Art Shireo. We have Hiuo. We have HT Ito Wakasagi. We have Fine Art Golden Ghost Shiner. We have Fine Art Seizen Wakasagi. We have Visible Shadow PS. It's kind of a darker color there. We have GLX Cotton Wakasagi. We have Aurora Reaction. We have Kasumi Ito. Always a good one. We have GC Chai Ayu. And then we have Fine Art Ghost Wakasagi. So pretty big color lineup on this. This will become probably a staple for a lot of us in our arsenals. Now, availability wise, we got a pretty big shipment in on this batch. Okay, so if you guys are quick to react, you should be able to scoop up exactly what you need, but there is no ETA plan for the next batch. Okay, and the same is going to be said for all of these. So if you want any of these, I would scoop them up now while they are available, and then you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so there you go, the brand new Karashi spinner from Megabass. Those are available right now. Staying on spinning style baits, we see a re-release and a slight redesign of a classic. This is the Megabass Level Swimmer. Now they redesigned it, made it better, made it easier to use. So a very similar almost looking bait to the Karashi spinner, but where the Karashi spinner is designed to be at that surface level, this guy is built to fish effectively down into the 6, 7, 8 meter zone. So really trying to build a small little finesse kind of prop style bait to fish in that 20 foot, you know, the 18, 20, 22 foot zone, okay? So this is essentially kind of a spy bait style bait, but they built it to be a heavy sink, to get down to the fish that you're seeing on forward-facing sonar. The internal weight structure will allow it to sink horizontally. The blades have been enlarged, so you kind of have these extra large blades that provide not only, you know, great vibration under the water, but they help maintain the posture of the bait. So the posturing of the bait is going to stay horizontal. You could sink it down and you know that it will track at that depth. So if you sink it down to 20 and start the retrieve, it will stay at that 20 foot until it has to kind of come up. So a very useful bait, especially on live sonar, or if you guys want to do any controlled depth fishing, you want to make sure you throw it out, count down to 5, and then straight retrieve. It will stay in that zone the whole time, okay? So just to spec it out, it's 70 millimeters, ½ ounce. They're calling it a fast sink, which it is. It sinks down relatively quick so that you can get it straight down to the zone and keep it there. So let's walk through the colors. Not quite as big of a color selection, but we start with Kasumi Ito that I have in my hands. SHSEIU. We have Hiuo, which you had in the Karashi spinner as well. GLX Frozen Pink. You have Wagin Oikal. You have Fine Art Bloody Wakasagi. You have Fine Art Golden Ghost Shiner. You see that one okay?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And Aurora Reaction. Okay, so 8 colors in total. That's the brand new Level Swimmer from Megabass. Those are also available now. All right, the release that so many of us have been waiting for a very very long time. The official release of the new frog, and not just frog, but let's say frogs from Megabass. The brand new Gabarin and Gabarin Jr. are officially released. They are here. Okay, now this has been in the works for a long time. Up to now, we have had the Megabass Big Gabbit Frog, which is great. It's an awesome frog, but it's a very big frog, right? It's 77 millimeters, it's 3/4 of an ounce. It's more of a magnum size frog almost, right? So the introduction of the Gabarin has been much needed. We've cut it down from 77 millimeters down to 63 millimeters. And then to get a Gabarin Jr. where we go down to 53 millimeters is super epic, okay? So now we have a normal size frog, I'm gonna say, and a junior size frog. The best thing about these, they're both 1/2 ounce. Okay, so it's been a very long time since we've had a junior size frog come into play. Let me take these out of package and I'm gonna walk through what to expect with these Gabarins. Here we go. So this is the Gabarin and this is the Gabarin Jr. Okay, so again, both 1/2 ounce, one's 63 millimeters, one's 53 millimeters. What does that mean in frog terms? I wanted to bring a couple frogs just to compare so you guys understand what we're looking at size-wise, and then I'll break down all the specs on this for you, okay? So some frogs you guys might be familiar with. Spro bronze-eye frog, right? Pretty much everybody's go-to frog. 65 millimeters, so that's about the same size as the regular Gabarin, okay? So the regular Gabarin is gonna be like a Spro frog, like a Teckel frog, right? A Gavacho frog, etc. When you get to the Gabarin Jr., this is going to be in Kyera size, okay? So it's actually slightly smaller bodied than a Kyera. It's similar to a Buster K, right? This is the category that we're talking about, and it's in a true 1/2 ounce frog. So now you have a true alternative to those frogs. I know a lot of you guys like those smaller bodied frogs, so it's great to have some options. Now, really the only difference between the two is the hook size goes down kind of one size when we go from the regular Gabarin to the Junior, but they incorporated a lot of the same tech that's in the Big Gabbit as far as the longer hook point, so it has more of that spear hook. Griff was pretty instrumental in the testing of these baits. It's really one of the easiest walking frogs really that we've ever seen. It's a super soft material, but it's incredibly durable. Like, we get a lot of life out of these things. And the way the cup in the mouth is designed is it's built in kind of this crazy kind of, you know, mouth where that lower lip is soft, okay? So you can use this as a popping frog, and if you just give it one pop, it is going to have a similar kind of boom, like this deeper bass sound, kind of similar to like a Rico would, right? If you twitch it, then that lower lip kind of flexes and allows that frog to move just effortlessly. Okay, so incredibly easy to walk, and the same goes for the Junior. Same exact motion, they move the same. The Junior's a slightly smaller body, so you're gonna just shorten up your movement. It's gonna be kind of the same movement as you would use on a Kara frog. But you're gonna just have an effortless walk and a great pop, so you can do either way. Okay, so very, very exciting addition to the lineup, an incredibly needed addition to the lineup, right? So because this is a huge hole that Megabass has been missing. So very, very excited to get these in. Now, every color is available in both the regular and the Junior. The colors are a little wild, okay? So I'm gonna go through, it's a pretty big color line, but I'm gonna go through all the colors with you, make sure you're familiar with what the colors are and what they do. So I'm gonna start at the top here. Let's start crazy, okay? So here's color number 1, Ichigo Yadoko.
Ooh.
Okay, so it is kind of a black bottom that's got some red and orange craziness going on to it. Okay, so this would be a sick dragonfly color. A lot of you guys get on, you know, kind of hot bites where they, you know, get on that red and orange, got a little bit of a blue pearl. So that's going to be on the crazier side, right? You've got Killer Pink. It's pretty self-explanatory. Pretty much a straight pink. It's got pink and white legs on it. Okay, so that's color number 2. You have DO Chart, which is kind of a full matte chartreuse color. So again, pretty straightforward, all chartreuse, little chartreuse in orange on the legs. You have the color I was just playing with, which is white python. Okay, so a little bit different look to a white python that you guys might be used to in the hard baits. So kind of a white pearl, and it's got these really cool kind of python-esque markings on it, clear strands, very, very natural color. So that one. We have Megabass, which is kind of a traditional kind of greenish frog style pattern. Okay, so kind of a pearl belly, some black markings. You got that guy. You have this guy, which is a Kame Megabass. Okay, so similar, you know, base colors, but now we're going to add in a little bit of blue, a little bit more orange in the tail, so getting just a little crazier. They all have those super cool snake eyes, which is super dope, and they're super cool looking, right? So that one's a really cool one. Tonosoma frog. Okay, so again, more of a standard-esque style color, so you get that kind of like darkish greenish gray back, that kind of, you know, orangey tannish belly, so very natural kind of frog color. Shark head. Okay, so pretty much a full black body all the way around, just a little bit of chartreuse on the head and a little bit in the skirt, so kind of a good all-natural black color. One of my favorite colors ever in a Megabass frog, this is white peach. Strange name for this color. It's basically albino pearl shad in a frog. Okay, so it's kind of a white pearl with that reddish pearl hue, and then you get some red strands in there. Nothing peach about this color. No idea how the name came to be, but always been one of my favorites. So white peach, that's a good one. And then we have Kyobi Yodaku. Okay, so kind of a cool, just kind of black and yellow, kind of a cool snaky pattern.
That's like a wasp.
Yeah, kind of a waspy kind of color, so very cool. And then finally, you have Amazon Yadoku. Okay, so now you have a black and blue color with a little bit of chartreuse right down the middle. So kind of a bluish belly, black top, chartreuse. So as you can see, colors are wild, super fun, very, very cool lineup of frogs. Super stoked to get these in. I know a lot of you guys have been chomping at the bit to get it. So thankfully they came at least during a time where most of us can still frog fish. So there you go. The Gabarin and Gabarin Jr. from Megabass, both available now in all colors. But wait, David. There's yet another new topwater addition to the Megabass lineup. It is here. If you're a buzzbait fan, you've been waiting for this one. The brand new Jamaica Boa Jr. Okay, so we have the new 3/8 ounce junior side. It is literally just a smaller version of the original Jamaica Boa. If it doesn't look very small in my hand, because at first when I pulled it out, I'm like, man, it looks just like the regular one. Just put it next to the regular one, and then you see it's exponentially smaller. Okay, so you've got the same, you know, kind of great kind of hover cup head. You've got that sonic rattle chamber on there. You've got the you know, extra skirt that has the long strands, but the biggest thing is that Manta Prop 2. It's a slightly different design from the original. It's more of a rounder design. I'll take it out just so we can see it without the glare. There you go. So as with all Jamaica Boas, they all come with these 4 extra long strands. So if you wanted to run it with no plastic trailer, you can. You still have that extra body. Of course, if you don't want that length or you want to add a trailer of your choice, you just yank those 4 strands off. It comes still with the big, large hook, so you still get that nice, meaty hook. You have that special cupped head that helps kind of push it up on the top of the surface. It will come out of package designed for this blade to clack on that brass bead. So it's going to come as a knocker, right? So it's going to hit that each time. If you don't want that knock, all you got to do is merely just flex that wire slightly, and then it's going to be more of a silent. Okay, so the other thing that does when it is set in the original position and it's knocking is when you go to cast, it does kind of lock that blade in so that it casts a mile. Okay, so it's a great casting buzzbait. It's a great fishing buzzbait. It's pretty much a staple for many of us, right? So colors are going to remain the same. I'm going to walk through them all. with you so you know, but they all trickle in from the full-size Jamaica Boa, okay? So you have the black mamba that I have here. You have Hasu, which is a nice natural shad pattern. You have bluegill. You have chartreuse viper. It's a nice chartreuse in white. You have candy viper, so kind of a pinkish shad almost. Green pumpkin. You have hot viper. You have ghost smoke. You have full chartreuse. Okay, so you have white python. Okay, so there are your color runs. The brand new Jamaica Boa Jr. It's in stock now. Have fun with that one. Available now. All right, one more Megabass drop for today. How about a brand new size in the Dark Sleeper? This has been in the works for quite some time. The brand new 4.5 inch Dark Sleeper is now available. Now, they've had a 3-inch version, they've had a 3.5-inch version, they even have a smaller kind of 2.5-inch version. Now there is a longer version, a 4.5-inch version that expands the head a little bit and lengthens the body down by the tail, a slightly larger hook that of course is always hidden by that top fin cavity. This is going to be available in 3 different weight options. There's a 3/4 ounce, there's a 1 ounce, and there's an 1.25 ounces. Okay, so they're only going to come in the larger sizes. This was brought on by several reasons. A lot of Great Lakes guys wanted a bigger bait to fish out deeper. They wanted some heavier sizes to help control in windy conditions. Also, a lot of guys throw the Dark Sleeper in saltwater. Right, a lot of calico guys, a lot of inshore guys throw it, and they just needed something slightly longer, especially in the heavier weights. So hopefully this will kind of bridge the gap a little bit for a lot of you guys that use the Dark Sleeper to your advantage. Now there's also a couple of new colors that come in this bait in these new sizes that we will also discuss. I'm going to run through all of the colors with you. So in my hands I have the brand new watermelon gory. So this is a new one for the lineup. It's kind of a nice little kind of sculpin pattern. It's got a little bit of a blue pearl on the bottom, little slight faint orange hit on top, and then kind of a translucent watermelon pepper, a little bit of kind of goby markings there. So really clean and classy. Wakasagi, which returns from the original lineup. You have Shirao, which is kind of like just a nice natural chartreuse shad, also in the original. You have Donko. You have Dark Shad. You have Clear Chartreuse. You have Clear Pink. You have Haze, which has always been one of my favorites. Could be a goby, could be a bluegill, baitfish, could be everything pretty much. Mutsugoro. You have Hanahaze. And then you have another new color. Let me take this one out. This is Numa Chichibu. This is gonna be, again, it could be a sculpin, it could be a goby, but it's gonna be an amazing perch color as well. Okay, so for you perch guys that need kind of a little bit bigger, perch profile, it's gonna be a very cool one for you, for you as well. So there you go, the brand new 4.5 inch Dark Sleeper, 3/4 ounce, 1 ounce, 1.25 ounces. They're all available now from Megabass. All right, let's jump over to Grow Designs very quickly. We're all fans of Grow Designs, an amazing, small swim bait manufacturer. I have not advertised this at all. I wanted to give you guys first crack that these were available. Of course, they've been dropping these over the last couple of weeks, but there is a brand new size in the Grow Designs G Flag. This is the new G Flag 175. So 175 millimeters, 66 grams. So you're about a little over 2 ounces, 2.3 ounces or so. It's a floating to super slow sink that of course you can tune to do whatever you'd like. Available in 2 colors. So there's the RE Gizzard Shad and the REF Gill. Let me just take them both out so you can see the actual colors here. Yeah, so inside the package you're gonna get spare eyes. You're gonna get the accessories that you really need in case you have any issues. There is a joint damper that you can purchase, and there's also a repair kit, okay? And I would highly recommend the repair kit. The repair kit's gonna come with nail weights. It's gonna come with extra weights that you can insert in here. So already there's one inside of here, but if it falls out for any reason, you need to repair it. So everything you need to fix your bait is there. The joint damper is basically gonna fit over this joint. Man, they're going crazy receiving back there, aren't they? Sorry, if you hear lots of crashing, they're unloading truck right now. There's a joint damper that fits there that just kind of tightens the or the joint, so you can get a different movement out of the bait. But there's a look at the bait. It's more of a full-size, bluegill or gizzard shad, just super clean, amazing glide with this thing. It's really an incredible bait. So that's the gizzard shad color. Okay, and then there is the gill color. So again, two very, very lifelike colors on there. I think this would be a great addition to your lineup. I know so many of you guys are like us where you love the soft glide. So $76 out the door to your home. So there you go. Now these are always limited. As much as I'd love to get thousands of these things each time, it's always a limited supply. So if it speaks to you, I would scoop them up as fast as you can. Make sure you grab those while you can, because I don't have any idea the next time we're going to see those. But for now, while supplies last, the brand new G-Flag 175 in stock and available now. All right, while we are talking swim baits, let's talk about a couple of, I got two other kind of more limited edition colorways for you guys that you might be interested in. Last weekend, we released the Glideway 126 and 176 in all the new colors. They flew out of here as I knew they would because quantities were super low. So first off, thank you guys for your business. I hope you enjoy the new colors and the new size. But we have one more new color to add to the lineup this week. This is the Blanked OG Gill. Now this was a custom color that they ran. We are fortunate enough to pick up the majority of the inventory on this to give you guys a shot at this. It's basically the only true bluegill pattern that they have in the lineup. It's a nice clean pattern that Blanked does. They've done it in some clashes and some other baits. It looks really, really clean in the Glideway. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with the Glideway, I'm sure you are by now, but this is a really cool bait just to kind of spec it out for you. It is 81 grams, 176 millimeters. Inside the box, the bait's gonna come attached like this, right? So you unattach it, but inside down here, it does come with the hardware that you need. So it does come with the two really good coated treble hooks. It comes with a spare tail. This one comes with a spare pink tail. It might even be better with that pink. I don't know. It looks good with both ways. And then it comes with weights, okay? And those square weights have locations that you can weight this thing. So you could use it as a floater, you could use it as a slow sink, a fast sink, and then you could buy additional weights if you want to just constantly be tweaking it and altering it, okay? So the coolest thing about this drop happening today, and the way the timing worked, they're $85, but because we're running our 20% off store-wide sale, you guys can take advantage. Swimbait Republic is included in that, so after the 20%, it's only 68 bucks. So that's an incredible price for a really, really cool kind of shad glide, mid-range glide, bluegill glide size. I think you guys will really, really dig that. It'll be a great color addition. We also have new Swimbait Republic hats as well, okay? Usually not that exciting, but I'm gonna be honest with you, it's one of the most comfortable hats I've ever put on my head. And I talk about this all the time. I've got a huge head. Hats never fit me, but this is a really, obviously it's a clean design, as you guys can see. It has the Swimbait Republic logo on the front. It has a Swimbait Republic kind of graffiti hit on the underside of the bill, but it's a full mesh. Even though it's a fabric, it's a full mesh fabric, and it's got kind of a sweatband inside. It's super lightweight, it's stretchy, it feels like there's nothing on. It's a very comfortable hat. So if you guys like the design and the look, I guarantee you'll like the fit of it. So those are also available now while supplies last. Okay, another special limited edition drop just for this weekend from our friends at Baitsanity. There are only 30 pieces available, okay? This is a special color run that they just did a quick 30 just to kind of be a really cool little drop for Labor Day. This is Cotton Candy Bluegill. All right, so if you guys are not familiar with the Explorer Gill, it's basically probably the simplest, most natural kind of bluegill profile glide on the market. The Cotton Candy Bluegill, it just kind of combines your traditional bluegill color with a little bit of hit of like a morning dawn pink on the bottom. You get that kind of cotton candy-ish blue, that little sparkle. It's a really fun color, okay? It kind of screams a little bit Miami, a little bit fair cotton candy, just a little bit fun, but yet retaining all those great colorways that you actually see in bluegills. Okay, so it's fun to get a actual custom color that is both unique and cool and fun and has a little twist, but yet it's totally functional and lifelike as well. Okay, so if that speaks to you, again, it's limited to 30 pieces, so they're going to go fast. It is in the sinking version, which is the easiest version to use. So right out of the package, you can do it. Of course, it does have the hatch match tail as well, so you guys can take this tail off, add any of the other Explorer Gill tails to it, and change up the action if you want. So there you go. The Cotton Candy Bluegill from Baitsanity is available now. All right, let's jump over to Jackall real quick. So Jackall, not a lot of new releases this year, if you guys remember back to the JDM Experience new product showcase, but everybody was really excited for this new release, which is the new Rerange 95. Okay, so the Jackall Rerange, one of our best-selling jerkbaits, a really, really good jerkbait. Now there's a 95 millimeter size. So just to spec it out for you, obviously it's 95 millimeters. It's 11 grams, okay? So just over 3/8 of an ounce. Dive depth, 2 to 4 foot. It's a true suspend. It's gonna come in all the great colors that you would expect in the Rerange. So all the same colors trickle down from the larger ones, your matte pearl whites, your SG thread fins, your silver shads, so on and so forth. All available in that Rerange 95. Let me just take one out of the package at least. All right, so there you go. There's a true look at that. So you've got the 2 hooks. You have the same magnetic weight transfer system in there, so it casts like a rocket. That same triangular shape that you guys know in the larger Rerange. So it's just gonna be a really nice, just true downsize version of that bait. So again, in all the colors that you'd expect. That's the new Jackall Rerange 95. Those are out and available now. Okay, staying on Jackall for a minute, the Deracoup is probably our #1 selling tailspin that we have here. Super popular. It's just a great, kind of a no frills, just it works, right? So just a great all-around kind of tail spinner if you guys are into tailspin fishing. 2 new colors to talk about. So the first one is Gill Stripe. Now this is going to be available in all 4 sizes that they do the Deracoup in. So that's 1/4 ounce, 3/8 ounce, 1/2 ounce, and 3/4 ounce. So basically you just get that real natural gill body, and then you get that little bit of a crazy kind of orange and black striped blade back there. So a very cool, could be, I don't know, anything. Perch, bluegill, obviously. And then the other color is the Clear Up Wakasagi. Okay, and again, in all of the, I don't know, they're upside down, but you get the gist. 1/4, 3/8, 1/2, 3/4, right? It's in all the sizes. Just a really natural kind of bait fish pattern, right? So Wakasagis are always gonna be kind of just a pretty straightforward bait fish body, silver blade. So there you go. 2 new colors in the Deracoup from Jackall, available now. I should have pointed out, you guys can take the 20% off the Jackall as well. So if any of those new items speak to you, Jackall is included in the 20% off promotion. So great weekend to drop new products. Same with this next company. We're gonna jump over to our friends at Teckel. Same thing here. So it'll apply to any Teckel products. The Teckel US exclusive old colors are back, okay? And what I mean by that, there are 4 colors that Teckel does exclusively for the US market. There's an old perch, okay, which is basically kind of a white belly, kind of a yellow golden side, kind of a black top. These are kind of throwbacks to, like old school style fishing colors, right? So like old Head and Spook colors, things that are just fun, right? There's an old frog, okay? So again, just kind of really, really cool pattern. There's an old white shore, which is a full white that just has some like silver markings. And there's an old black shore, which is a full black color with the markings. Now these are available in the Honker frog as well as the whacker. So all 4 colors in the Honker and whacker. And then some of the colors are available in the Sprinker as well. Okay, so if you guys are fans of Teckel, fans of more rare colors that we haven't had in stock in quite some time, this could be a really fun week for you guys to stock up. The whacker frog is going to be your day in and day out, just, you know, standard walking frog. Your honker is going to be, of course, it'll walk too, but works great as kind of a like fish it like a popper. Sprinker, of course, is more of like a plopper style frog, right? You guys get the gist. But really, really cool colors from them. Those are available now. All right, and let's kind of wrap things up today talking about our 20% off store-wide Labor Day sale. Now, again, as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, the 20% is going to apply to almost all the brands in store. There's always brand exclusions that apply. Your Megabass, your Shimano, so on and so forth. But I'm just going to highlight a few things that maybe you guys should, you know, pick up while we are running the sale. So OSP, it's a great chance to pick that up. Lucky Craft, Raid, K-Tech, right? We just talked about Teckel, Duo, Depths, Evergreen. You guys get the point, right? So hard baits, soft baits, great chance to scoop up any of your favorites while you can get 20% off on those. People love to get rods and reels during our sales. Now, unfortunately, most reels, there's not much I can do. If you guys shop under the used reel section though, all those will count towards the 20% off, and trust me, those are as new as they can come, so that might be a great chance for you. But just to highlight a few rods that you can also pick up at 20% off, Evergreen, Combat Sticks are all available as part of the deal. It's a great chance to pick those up. We have all of those in stock right now. Depths makes some incredible rods as well. The Depths Gain Element rods are some of our favorites, and a lot of customers love these. Just kind of no nonsense, really light, really well built rods. The Teckel Frog Game will be included in this. So if you guys are still looking for that great frog rod, just a really, really versatile all-around rod, those are included. And then Raid Gladiator rods are also included, and we have the full lineup. Okay, so if you guys are looking for rods like the Spin Boarder, my favorite, the Diffuser, the Glass rods, the Frogman, right? They're all in stock. So this is a great chance to scoop up some amazing rods. One of my favorite lineups in the entire shop. You can get that at 20%. Also, while we're talking rods, any of the used rods are fair game as well, okay? So there's a bunch of Steez up there, there's some Shimano up there, there's some Megabass up there. We even put the Evolution rods that we used in all the filming of our videos are now live on those used pages. So the biggest difference is on the used rods, there's not going to be the manufacturer warranty, but it's a great chance to save 30-40% off a rod and try one. So if you guys want to check any of those out, those are all live right now on the site. And just like that, we are done, and we can now partay.
Oh yeah.
Right? Labor Day weekend. Time to enjoy. David, do you have a favorite item of today?
Actually, a few, but it's all Megabass.
I mean, epic drop.
Oh yeah.
From Megabass. And I hate the word epic, but I don't know really how else to describe it. It's pretty awesome to see so many new things come at one time. Especially several things that were much needed, like the Gabarin. The Gabarin Jr. is going to be, they're going to be staple. The Gabarin and Gabarin Jr. are going to kind of be, like, you know, the Teckel Honker is pretty much in everybody's box. The Jackall Frog is pretty much in everybody's box, right? Those two are going to infiltrate a lot of boxes. People are really going to love using those. So that was dope. The Karashi spinner, I'm super stoked about. I think guys are going to catch a ton of fish on that. Love the Swimbaits today too, so it was a cool drop.
Yeah, oh yeah,
lots of fun stuff. So I'd love to hear if you guys had a favorite item. Of course, if you have questions on anything that we talked about today, drop it down below. I also put my Instagram handle at the beginning of every episode, so if you don't watch this until much later, shame on you for not joining and partaking in the ham and egg and the canning that we usually do around here. But hit me up on Instagram. I pretty much live there 24/7. David will put links to all the products down below. Of course, you guys can check them out. And guys, enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend. Be safe, have fun, hug your family, catch a big fish if you can. If you can find it, drink the most delicious beer on the planet, especially in the summer. Delicious, refreshing Orion. And I will see you guys again next weekend, guys. Thank you for your business. Thank you for putting up with our nonsense and for watching these videos and for hanging on Sundays. Cheers to you. David, one more cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your weekend, my friends. Be safe. See you next week. Later.